Any luck bringing the Iconoclasts to the bargaining table?
I've got your,
I don't like the idea that they'll be trying for that module while we delay.
I've already got the module. I'm not gonna give it to him until I'm certain that there's no peace to be made. I found Zora's review here.
Very well. I can't promise anything, but let's see what we have here. Well, it seems like she's actually very qualified.
Yeah.
If it weren't for her, I'd wager the Iconoclast would have died off a while ago.
Yeah, Graham seems completely...
Wasn't expecting to say this, but if you can put her in charge and convince her to agree to a meeting, I'd be willing to discuss terms.
Very well. Yeah. Graham seems practically incompetent, really, at it. Zora's already basically running the place. Next would be to... Before Sandra's return to Sandra with Zora's review data. Alright, so I think we go talk to Zora. Let's head to Amber Heights. That seems like... I'm certainly not going to give anything to Graham, but if I can broker a peace, you know, middle way is always my preferred method. I'm such a fucking centrist. Alright, Zora Blackwood. She's down there. Maybe you want to find a more private place to discuss this, man. I don't know how willing she'd be to turn against Graham. Although, as I said, we have found that data for her. And she may be thinking about a change of leadership.
Captain, we should chat.
Captain? Okay,
Graham's
oh no.
got the right idea, but he isn't the right guy to execute it. I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head. And the only way I see the Iconoclast surviving is we depose him.
And you'd run it instead? You'd run it in his stead?
Yeah. Hell, most of our people listen to me
It seems... how bloodless can we make this coup? The Iconoclast may take your orders, but most of them believe in him and his teachings. And what's next? What do you... Well, yeah, let's... Because who is going to be the spiritual head of this weird quasi-religious organization?
Sometimes you gotta do what's best for someone, even if they think you're wrong. Even if it's painful. When we're in Stellar Bay, they'll come around.
I don't know if she's gonna want to negotiate with Sanjar. She wants a war with them. This is my problem. What's next? What do you do when you're in charge?
Take Stellar Bay. Lick our wounds. Eventually, figure out how the hell we're going to spread the word to the rest of the colony.
I'm not helping you take Stellar Bay. I wonder if I should just... Look, I'm half inclined to not even bother with this now. Can I ask if she's prepared to take this over and she's prepared to come to terms? Sanjar is prepared to come to terms. If you're not, this weapons module goes straight to Stellar Bay. But Sanjar won't negotiate with Graham, and until Zora is in charge, I don't know if we'll have an option to check. Let's find out.
I'm going to confront him. Can I count on your support?
How much is my support worth? Yeah, let's talk to him.
Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Zora. Time to save Monarch.
I don't know if I'm doing the right thing here, but Graham's not going to go against... I don't know. Graham might have prevented a war with Stellar Bay. Zora might insist upon a war. But if if Sanjar's ready to come to the meeting table, she might change her tune. She doesn't know that Graham's prepared to negotiate with her. Let's find out what's going to happen.
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats.
Stand down, Graham.
Stand down? I'm afraid I don't understand, Captain.
You're running the Iconoclasts into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the Eternal Path. It's time to step down.
The troops. Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer?
I think she'll be a better leader. I'm kind of confused here. Sanjar's prepared to negotiate with Zora, which means she needs to be in charge. But I'm not about to help them take over the planet. And I don't know if she's got the best interests of the Iconoclasts at heart, more so the best interests in terms of a war leader, but that's not necessarily the best interest for Monarch, or the Iconoclasts as a whole. I think she'll be a better leader.
How can you say that, after all I've done for the Iconoclasts?
And what about what
They
she's done
wouldn't
for
be
them?
here without me. I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us.
I'm still
You
sketchy on
wanted
what
to save
exactly
yourself.
happened at Amber Heights.
No.
You ran. You needed a clear conscience, so you ran.
I escaped the corruption of the endless cycle of corporate greed. Yes, I ran from that. But now I'm ready to face it once more. I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your
They're not
answer,
going to
Graham?
agree with my position.
Needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
That isn't necessary.
Please. Don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will
Maybe
not
you could
abandon
just
them.
specialize.
So be it.
Oh, Zora got him. Okay, well, I'm glad you had to deal with that, and I had no technical involvement. Iconoclast's reputation both increased and decreased there. What am I at with them? They're revering and a little bit negative. I'm gonna leave that to you, Zora.
Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts.
I tried to find a peaceful way out by getting him to stand down without
This time
violence,
it's
but it wasn't my doing.
Especially wrong. You got the... Void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?
I'm not giving it to you. Hold on, I was thinking you and Sanjar could join forces.
I've thought about it, but I think we're too far gone. Pulling Carlotta's support was crossing a line.
Inspiration 55, what was it you said? Sometimes the best option is the most painful one. Persuade 55. Sanjar has corporate resources that you could use to spread the message. Intelligence, neither of you can afford this fight. Monarch is going to devour the victor. Oof, that's actually a difficult one. Which one do I want to take? I've usually favored Persuade, but it doesn't seem very convincing. I mean, if it's whited if it's not grayed out, then I think it's successful. What is it? Sometimes the best option is the most painful one. This doesn't seem like the right line to take with her, given how corporate resources have treated her in the past. Neither of you can, like, this is where I think it's going to go. Neither of you can afford this fight. Monarch is going to devour the victor.
Yeah, well, we'll die Fuck. I sound like Graham. Throwing lives at a problem. We lost a hell of a lot to this fight. Graham would never agree to this, but I'm starting to realize how often he led us astray. All right. If he's willing to talk, I'll give him a chance.
Okay. I've already spoken to him. He's agreed to meet.
Well then. I've got to prepare a few just-in-case measures. But when you're ready, let's meet at the old OSI church outside Stellar Bay.
Okay. This could still go ugly. I gotta oversee the negotiation. Should I inform Sanjar? I'm sure I could just go straight to the OSI church. But I kind of want to head back to Stellar Bay and talk to Sanjar just in case he's got anything to say about this. Because I feel like you should have to report into him, then head to the church. But I'm going to quickly run it. I mean, I'll just fast travel to Stellar Bay, and then fast travel to the church, and then we'll hope that this negotiation goes well. We'll mediate. I've always wanted to mediate a peace agreement. Sanjar is not here. Cecilia?
As you were.
No? Is he? Oh, he might be at the... He might be there already. Okay. Never mind then. Alright. Oh. Let's just take the... We'll walk out. We'll just go there. No need to fast travel if I don't need to. It could still fail. There'll be tensions at the peace treaty. One trigger-happy soldier could end this quickly and start a full-scale war. As I said, in which case I back the...
What job did the board assign you when you came of age? That it was something real neat, like professional flexing.
Wilderness patrol. Plenty of folk traveling on foot out there, even back when there were roads. I protected them from raps and the like.
Gosh. And here I was jawing about how I was watching your back. I'm probably more like to get in your way.
Everyone needs someone watching after them. Even me. Even if I ain't keen to admit it sometimes.
Ah. We're all good buddies. I don't know what to do about the vicar. He's got the... Apart from Pavati, he doesn't agree with anyone on my ship, and I don't have any real warmth towards him, or any love of him, and I can't finish his companion quest, so I'm thinking of just kicking him off the ship. I'll offer him some options and a severance package, and it'll all be fine. Alright, let's head to the OSI church. And I think I'm gonna fire Vicar. To not have everyone together. I mean, I could just go forward and have everyone at the end. Just keep everyone on board, because I might need them. But every part of me thinks that Vicar doesn't need to be here anymore. MSI Commander and an Iconoclast Revolutionary. Seriously, watch it, guys. We do not need a firefight here. Oh, okay. Is this a trial or a treaty? Very well.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Not a problem.
I wish I'd had more time to prepare a proper analysis on the costs and benefits of your proposed union, but I suppose we'll have to improvise.
Let's see how this goes. Sanjar, you have got to scale it back a bit.
This is very hard for me.
Don't fret. The captain here is right honorable. Usually.
Sanjar, Stellar Bay's got food and walls. And my people need both. If you'll have us, we're willing to share the space.
Do you have any idea what that would cost? Why, drawing up the budget alone is going to take weeks.
What if the Iconoclasts just supported your supply lines? If you go to draw up a budget, I'd appreciate a paycheck. No. You don't have weeks. Let's not bring that up. That might cause tensions here if they think they're ready to attack presently. What if the Iconoclasts just supported your supply lines?
Not good enough. I need to move a fair amount of my people into the city. We need shelter, Captain.
I'm not saying live outside. Just help out in the wilderness once in a while. Persuade 35.
Suppose some of our healthier folk could offer aid. Some of us need to stay in the city proper, though.
Captain, this might really work.
Truly, a compromise? I'm not sure I'd ever have heard as much from Graham.
Graham was a murderous fiend, and I'd be shocked if you didn't already know that.
I don't think Sanjar would have hurt anyone if he knew he didn't agree to it. Yeah, Sanjar's just not a... Ooh, fell on something. Something tells me Sanjar didn't know.
This feels like one of those times when everyone at headquarters but me is laughing at something. But you two aren't laughing.
You genuinely don't know.
Hallhead. 10 years ago, Graham had all those people killed.
What? That's not possible. Even for him, that's going too far.
Sanjar genuinely didn't know. Wasn't it convenient how they all died just after blocking your proposal?
I certainly didn't think so at the time, but now that you mention it...
Let's lead him down the path to...
I had no idea, I swear. Look, we were both fed up with corporate leadership, but I never guessed he'd do something like that.
I buy it. Sanjar ain't capable of hurting a sprat, even from a distance.
I agree as well.
You can't take bureaucrats at their word. You back someone into a corner like this, and they'll say...
Also, she's accusing him of knowing. No, I believe Sanjar. Take it back a notch, Zora. You're here for your people, not the past. I don't think Sanjar holds any responsibility. We haven't got any evidence for it, and I genuinely believe it.
Okay. You're right. Sorry. It'll take me a while to get over losing Graham.
You know, I felt the same way years ago, when he first left. There was something magnetic about him that let you ignore the things you didn't want to see. But surely you know what that's like.
Yeah, I do. Okay, if you're willing to house and supply some of us, I'll have our more capable soldiers
Yeah,
help out.
the Iconoclasts do have to, like, here's the thing about, like, getting, like, the Iconoclasts can't just move in, they do have to provide, you know. It's not just about, now hug it out. You know, they can't just be allowed, oh, you know, if I side totally with the Iconoclasts, there has to be a tit for tat here. You know. That's only reasonable. Everyone at Stellar Bay provides a service in exchange for housing and, you know, pay. The same will be true of the Iconoclast. That's not unreasonable. You know, you work to accomplish something. Glad to hear it. Again, mediating. Let's not, maybe now's not the time to start acting glib or trying to be funny. Let's just say, I'm hopeful about this alliance.
As am I. Oh, I can feel my blood pressure lowering already.
Thanks for coming out, Sanjar. I guess I'll see you at Stellar Bay.
We done a good thing, Captain. A real good thing. Lots of folks are gonna be better off because of this.
Yes. I can't believe that worked. I kind of can, but I'm really glad that we were able to negotiate a peace. Because I didn't really want to go, you know, backing MSI outright. But I was never going to support the Iconoclasts. This seems like the kind of solution I would have liked to have... I would have liked to accomplish in Emerald Vale. Now, I'm just going to walk up here and get a view. Let's spend these skill points. Everyone's got a perk. Let's... What do we think? Let's put another 10 into Persuade. I have no perk points, apparently. No, I get them every second. I don't know. Do you guys get one every 5? Possibly? Jazz hands. Let's give you the Hunter. Let's give you your last, like, unique perks. And same with Pavati. Might as well. Well, everyone should feel quite happy about all that. It's the... It's just like me to do that sort of thing. The, who knows how it's gonna go, but it's worth... Give peace a chance, everybody. Give peace a chance. Alright. I think that's everything I need to do. Yeah, the rest of it's just main quests and stuff to do in Byzantium. So let's talk to... It's time to talk to Phineas. We're done, I think, on Monarch for the most part. We'll come back here once or twice, possibly, for later missions. But I think we are officially moving on with the story. And probably finally making our way to Byzantium. Will the depravity never cease? MSI reveal their true colors. MSI joins forces with the Iconoclast radicals. The board has taken a increasingly hostile view, even due to that. But we should see some Iconoclasts in here. Do you have any opinion on this, by the way?
Don't worry about me, Captain. Mama and I'll work this out.
I just think I wonder what you feel like about this alliance between the Iconoclasts and the and MSI. How's it going, guys? Everything all good here?
I must thank you for your excellent recommendation regarding Zora. She's most capable. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Just wanted to see. How are things going? Well, no, I'll come back to that when I come back to Syllabae next. I don't want to waste all the dialogue options saying, oh, for the last few weeks, when I've just literally walked back into the gates, having literally just negotiated the alliance. So we'll discuss, we'll get the dialogue from that when it feels more appropriate. Hello, Bennett. Let's talk to the barkeep, in case there's any other opinions around here.
Something else I can do for you?
I forgot how good your moustache was. No. I think I've said it. Alright. I saw some Iconoclast revolutionaries around here.
Got any news from the rest of Halcyon?
Not really. You guys are probably the biggest news story going right now. Your little, merger. Alright, Grim.
You think maybe you could get some of your friends to land here too? Gets real quiet.
Maybe. But I think the board's blockade is only going to increase now. Oh well. I never noticed you can see the clouds. God, that planet spins quickly. You can see the clouds swirling on this Jovian gas giant. Look at that thing. That's a cool effect. I love how that looks. I suppose it's not unrealistic for a gas giant to spin this quickly. Doesn't Jupiter have like a 6-hour day? You can almost see it spin, I think. With the naked eye. Alright, time to finally talk with Phineas.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellen and Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
I think that I've seen this one before.
Notice how our crew's a lot like that crime family from the Masked Marketeer?
Okay.
I think
but
you've said this.
Sam.
Come on, Ellie. Sam ain't people. I guess he can be Chairman Rockwell on that one cameo appearance.
I heard they had an automech read those lines because the actors were afraid of offending the chairman.
Hey, boss. I want to talk to you.
Oh, sure. What's up?
I can't believe I wanted to shake his hand. I need a shower. Makes you wonder if being a treacherous, two-timing coward is some sort of contagious disease, or if he was just born that way.
Oh. Is this about Graham Bryant?
At first, I liked what Graham was doing. The Iconoclasts were going to change Halcyon for the better. But then, we found out Graham was behind the slaughter of Amber Heights. How can anybody so morally bankrupt lead a movement to transform the colony?
What do you think about this new, what do you think about this new, union? Don't go looking for role models, Felix. You're just asking to be lied to.
You don't have to remind me. Clyde was my hero for a time.
Yes.
We both know how that ended up. You'd never do something like that, would you? Slaughter a whole community of innocents?
Sure, for the right price. Well, depends on how you'd consider what happened to Edgewater. Graham wasn't the one who killed all these people, he just allowed it to happen. Is that what happened? I think he was responsible. Didn't he give them the access codes? The Marauders. I'm not quite sure I'm totally, clear on exactly what happened on that day. I haven't been able to read what Zora read. Personally, I tried. But, it just gave me a description, which was a little vague. Never.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's get back to it. I need to put all this ugly business with Graham behind me.
Yeah, he was a fan of the Iconoclast. What about you, Ellie? What's your take?
Things on Monarch have really cooled off. I didn't think MSI and the Iconoclasts would ever talk. Outside of shouting four-letter words, I mean.
Just goes to show there's always a peaceful option.
Sure. And fish sticks are really made from Saltuna. Look, I won't knock the work you did. I'm sure they'll have a good cry, look through old photographs, share a pint of premium double chocolate cacao gelato. But sooner or later, things will go back to the way they were. People don't change. Not really.
That was a very specific image.
Well, who hasn't been there?
I guess.
Anyway, I'd hate to see you get broken up if this thing between them doesn't last.
Hey, all we can do is try. Don't worry about me.
I never do.
That's good to know, Ellie. I take it you got something to say about Harlow.
What did I tell you? His down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
It's hard to know who to trust.
Take a page out of my rule book. Don't trust anyone. Then it's easy.
Just because Harlow turned out to be crooked doesn't mean everyone's like that.
Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
Except we've created artificial gravity.
This is why I hate metaphors. Look, I see a lot of people, inside and out. When you get down to it, we're all made of the same stuff. Once you accept that, nothing much surprises you.
Ever consider that looking out for others can be in your best interest?
I'm warning you, that reverse psychology stuff doesn't work on me.
Even you never really go it alone. You usually throw your lot in with a crew.
Sure do. And unlike you, Captain, the rest of us don't get a big fancy room with wall-to-wall windows. But let's forget about that, please. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony?
No, but that's not the point. The point is to save the people of... like, saving the colony is one thing, and, you know, if he's good on his word, then I'm prepared to help him out. But I'm more interested in saving the people of the Hope. I want to get them out of their predicament. I want to save them. No, but that's not the point.
You're right. The point is that self-interest is like self-pleasure. No one wants to admit it, but everyone has a hand in it. Enough about Harlow, though. Anything else?
Never mind. Let's go. You old cynic. So she's, like, quite violently cynical. Felix is violently ideological. Parvati is naive. Nyoka is realistic. Well, I don't know. And Vicar is orthodox, religious. I'll talk with him.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts?
Is there any way I can get you to go? Let's talk about this personal quest of yours.
I have dreamed of this moment for years. Soon, the answers will be in my hands.
No, he's not going to say anything about that. Like, I can't get him to do it on his own. What the fuck is the point? Because I'm not taking anything. I'm just not doing it. Hello, Sam. Nyoka? I'm tempted. I'm really tempted to kick him out. By the way, I want to look at my room. And yeah, I do...
Would you like a reminder on when your next shower is scheduled?
No, I got it. Daily, I got it. 4 PM daily. I'm fine by that. So, I haven't mentioned the fact that I've been collecting, apparently, a bunch of stuff. I wish I could, like, manually place down decorations around my ship, but, this is the next best thing.
Time for your regular daily period of unconsciousness.
Yeah, weirdly enough, I haven't actually slept yet. Do you mind not interrupting me constantly, Ada? But I've got this sign.
Is it time for your regular daily period of unconsciousness?
Would you please stop, Ada? But I picked up some flags for the Iconoclasts and MSI lamps, which are really nice. I like how they look. They're designed to look like, not scepters, like orbs, almost. I've got a Mantiqueen head. I've got Borst Factory sign. I think these weren't here beforehand. And that comes from Terra 2. It's really feeling a bit homey here. It's like, all the stuff I've done. I like this. Check the terminal. Any messages for me? No. Any messages for Hawthorne? No. Alright. Let's, speak to Phineas. Parvati.
I could probably spend years fixing this boat, stem to stern.
No. I think I've spoken to you already. Alright. I think I spoke to both Nyoka and Parvati. I don't think Sam will have anything to say. And Ellie and Felix. Actually, did I speak specifically to Felix about what happened on Monarch?
Good to see you, boss.
Nope. You don't have anything to say. Okay, cool. Just make sure I've covered everything.
Welcome back, Captain.
Can you not
How
make
can I be of
contact with Phineas? Do I have to go to his boat? Talk to you later.
I'll be here.
Alright. Phineas's lab. I think this will either open up... I'm not sure. I think these are DLC...
We've arrived at Phineas.
Yeah, I think these are DLC. This one's locked and is grey, so I think we're going to be going to Tartarus eventually. Typhon is also locked, but it's locked in orange. So I think these are the DLC ones that you can't go to.
This orbital lab.
Right. I have to head down there. Who do I think? Ellie and Sam. No, I already went with Ellie. Actually, yeah, no. I need to take Sam out, and I kind of want Ellie around. Why? I don't know why. She's, like, slightly overly cynical, but for some reason, it's the right kind of cynicism. She doesn't seem completely... She's cynical, but not entirely jaded, if that makes any sense. Though she is quite jaded, it's just, it's some reason I'm cool with it. But I want Ellie around for this. Maybe it should be Ellie and Felix, or Felix and Sam. No, Felix is a little, I don't know. Let's just take Ellie and Sam. Come on. Go talk to Phineas. I don't really need Sam along, but I haven't had him out much. I think he'll come with us on Byzantium. Alright, Phineas. What's next? Oh, yes, I have to speak to this. Hello?
You. I'd clap you on the shoulder if I weren't behind a wall of bulletproof glass. I don't know how you did it, but Hiram Bryant...
You're not paying attention.
Everything I needed. According to Hiram's message, Minister Clark has ordered a suspicious amount of dimethyl sulfoxide. It's almost as if he's hoarding the colony's remains.
Minister Clark. Who's that guy?
Typical elitist. Hoarding supplies during a time of scarcity. Once I have those chemicals, we can revive the Hope's colonists and put some decent people in charge. So, good news. You're
Yes.
going to Byzantium and stealing those chemicals.
Ooh, are we doing a heist? I would love to do a heist. What's so important about these chemicals? Because they'll wake up the people on the Hope, presumably, but let's ask.
If I had time and several blackboards, I could explain the details to you, but to put it briefly, dimethyl sulfoxide is the reason you're alive today. The chemical is absolutely essential to reviving the Hope's colonists. I need you to steal as
Dimethyl
much as you
sulfoxide.
possibly can. The more,
Sulfoxide. Sounds like an
Don't bring
acid.
me enough chemicals, I might not be able to save the Hope's colonists, and then nothing will stop the board from destroying this colony.
So what's the plan?
Yes, the details. I'm not about to ask you to rampage through Byzantium trading bullets with the board's agents.
Yes.
We'll have to resort to subterfuge. Carmen Imagawa. She's my contact in Byzantium. Meet her at the docks. She'll have all the necessary intelligence you require.
Okay.
I'm giving you my old nav key to Byzantium. You'll need it to land in the Golden City. Remember, you're looking for dimethyl sulfoxide. Big green bubbling vessel with a warning label. I'll take as much as you can find.
Okay, so we want to make sure we get as much as we can get. Warning label?
Something about being discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. It's fine. You'll be stealing the chemicals, not ingesting them.
Okay. I wasn't going to drink it. Anything I should know about this Carmen Imagawa? Imaja? That one?
You can trust her if that's what you're asking. Imagawa is the
Imagawa?
finest special agent in Byzantium that money can buy. My money, anyway.
How much money could you possibly have? Alright. Something else I wanted to talk with you about.
Of course, of course. What's on your mind?
Nothing, apparently. I'll be back. Still not sure about you. The broker seems to think there's something there. I should read this, but it's directly in front of him. I felt the same way before. Reminder, mop up melted pig. Good. Pocket watch. Let's not take his pocket watch. What's this one? 14. Remember it this time. Absolutely vital. 14, 14, 14. I don't know any relevance to the number 14. Oh, that's the shrink ray. Oh, I see. That's the science weapon. No, I'm not going to steal it. I'm still working for him. There's not, as I said, if I need to burn my bridges, I will. Okay, it's a very long experimentation notes. Okay, I'll read this. Raising core temp another 5C over 1 hour. Dosage appears to be working. Slight diffs from the process in cysty pigs, not beyond expected boundaries. Microscopic assessment shows no sign of sudden traumatic mass cell wall collapse. Encouraging. Reminder, still need to mop up pig. Yeah, okay, now I remember that better. Need to get a view into the cranium, see what's going on with the neurons. Oops, hand slipped. Likely effects? Ah, nothing important. Might have numbness in the left heel. Who even needs that? Okay. So I'm okay with that. They could have been connected to something very important. Looking at sample, evidence of hyperactive production of dopamine and norepinephrine. Curious. No evidence of entropic effects on neurons, however. Very excited. Now, if only I can keep them from exploding. Raising the core another 5 Celsius, I think. 1 hour. Oops, forgot I had a probe in the brain. Jostled with the elbow. Subject may suffer numbness in right earlobe. You're taking a lot of my senses away from me. Just be careful. Feels ridiculous telling a mostly fluorescent slab of meat. You're doing fine, Marcus Ashikaga. Practicing bedside manner is important in AIDS recovery. So he was trying to talk to me to... I think he's trying to memorize my name. Curious about neurochemical production. Side effect of prolonged hibernation. Subject may experience tachypsychia. Exaggerated fight or flight response. Checked brainwave. Found sharp uptake in perceptive cognitive processing when I jostled the probe. Fascinating. Equivalent to speed of a common fly's brain. Could be useful in stressful situation. Subjective time dilation. That's... Okay, so that's my TTD. See world moving in slow motion. Would everyone from the Hope have this sort of brain damage, or is it peculiar to Marcus Ashikaga? I can't wait to awaken more from the Hope, study in detail. Is it even right to call this effect brain damage? Seems like enhancement to me. Who wouldn't want an on-call hyperfast cognitive response? Am I envious? To expand the span of a breadth to an eternity? To be able just for a moment to perceive the world in all its infinite detail? Core temp up, still stable. No sign of cell wall decay, neurological necrosis. Beginning next 5C of a 1 hour cycle. Yes, I do believe I envy you, Marcus. Okay. Nothing overly, suspicious in those notes. You spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but the technology of this little chamber to keep you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still strapped in similar chambers, waiting for you to restore them.
Reviving you from hibernation was my greatest accomplishment. Your odds of survival were a mere 28%.
Thank you. How many of the crew of Hope are going to die when you try waking them up? I got a poster. That'll go up somewhere. What's that? Oh yes, I got a perk, you guys. I've already given you all of those, so let's go for a armor rating increase. And Sam, you might as well go to that, because you've already got an armor rating increase. Obscure body in the SK system. I wanted to check that thing I just picked up. It was a poster. It's one of the crew's rooms. I'm giving these out to some of these out to the crew. Byzantium estate key. I got plenty to do in Byzantium. And I'll find more stuff, surely. Hello, Bubbles. It's like another hibernation chamber, but it's closed. It looks different, like a different model. It might be a storage tank. You got a Raptodon. Cleos. Is being suspicious of this guy, can that be warranted? Really? I don't know. But there's something untoward. I'm not sure if he's up to anything. But he may have ulterior motives than the ones he's talking about. What those motives are will very much depend on my... well, whether those motives are something I need to oppose him on are very much dependent on what exactly those motives are. He's just trying to make a bit of money by, like... Like, if he just wants to sell off the research to corporation to make some money. That's fine. If he wants to sell off the population of the Hope, that might be a problem. If he does want to replace, like... I'm just not sure I buy him. I'm just not sure I buy his, we're gonna go save the Hope. I don't see how that... I don't see how that follows through. But, next stop, I believe, is Byzantium. Byzantium. You have acquired a poster. Is that in my room, or... Who got that? I see it on any of my walls. Probably one of the other rooms. Let's see who got it, just out of curiosity. Bavati? Nope. See, I remember picking this one up, I think. No, it was the danger. It's the danger sign I picked up for Felix. You've got the OSI thing. There it is. It's in Aniokas. That makes sense. Raptidon head anatomy. Anyway. No, I can't check. By the way, while I'm here, let's Felix that. Vicar Max will get this. Bit of a waste of a perk point since I'm not giving him any science weapons, but there it is.
Not today, Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean. Oh, all right. Some culprit who shall not be named spilled Rizzo's lemon slap on my console.
Is that me? Sorry. I tripped. I'm the only one who's going to be using this console, so it can really only be me. You two,
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
I don't want to prescribe anything on their relationship, you know. It's good to know you've got a like-minded friend.
Bye.
Terra 2. What is with Tartarus? I'm sure I can go there. Byzantium Freight Port Landing Pad. I'm very curious to go there. Now before I go anywhere. City in the Stars. 2 in Byzantium. Weapons from the Void. The only one I'm missing is Phineas' science weapon. And that's at Byzantium, and this is not happening. Alright, Byzantium. Byzantium. However you want to pronounce it.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
You want to pronounce it Byzantium. I go back and forward between Byzantium and Byzantium.
Decided to continue supporting the outlaw scientist, Dr. Phineas Wells.
You have a problem with that?
Welcome back, Captain.
Do you have a problem with Wells?
How can I be of
Anything
assistance?
you might want to bring to my attention?
Take care. I require a functioning captain to run the ship.
Ellie. Oh, you want to come with again? I'm kind of... Alright.
Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning to...
Oh, is this your companion quest? Because I haven't got one for you yet, I think. What's that?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right?
Yeah, you're from Byzantium.
Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
So you are... I think because of the fancy clothing, I figured you might be a bit on the bougie side of things. Having been born to well-to-do upbringings. Funny, you don't strike me as the type who keeps in touch. You've got ulterior motives here, Ellie.
Which brings us to where we are today. Several messages and a few years late.
Yeah, but that's the point. I don't think you care.
I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
It's a shock. Really? I never would have guessed. I don't know if that means sarcastically, because I think that's how I'd mean it. Really? I never would have guessed.
This is why I have to see them. They'll hardly recognize me.
I was being sarcastic. Absolutely not. No, I don't see why you can't go see them when it's convenient.
Oh, well, I was thinking you'd come too.
That's a bit strange. What? Why would you want me to meet your parents? You and I are not together.
Because it would be fun.
That seems like a weird thing to ask your boss to do. Level with me, Ellie. What's this really about?
It's, well, they know me as Marilyn the Surgeon. They don't know Ellie the Pirate Sawbones.
You changed your name from Marilyn?
But you're authentic rabble. True riffraff. When they see you, they'll get it.
Gee, thanks. So you want to show your pleb friend off to your fancy parents? Let's just go with gee, thanks.
I only wish I could pull it off as well.
It's not going to get weird, is it?
Of course not. I mean, not unless you want to bring a feral canid or a mantis on a leash.
I'll talk to
That'd make a
Nyoka.
real impression.
Alright, fine. I think you've got something else going on as well.
Great.
You probably want to
And
rob
when
your
we get
family.
there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
No. I'll take care of dressing myself, thanks.
You're the boss.
I am.
Anything else?
Well, since you're from here, you're definitely coming. You and Pavati, I think. I keep going with the same team, but I think, let's, I want to bring Pavati along. I kind of want to roll with Sam, but he's just not that interesting, and I don't have anything I want to do with him more than anyone else. What can you tell me about Byzantium?
It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for.
That's a great line.
Even the bribes are overpriced.
I need the lay of the land. Anything I should know?
Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile.
Why not?
People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get ugly.
How does cosmetic dentistry get ugly? Must have been interesting growing up there.
Interesting like a colonoscopy. I trained as a surgeon. More my folks' idea than mine, but I made the best of it.
Sounds like there's a but to this story. I have a hard time picturing anyone pushing you around. I have a hard time picturing anyone pushing you around.
Yeah, well, we all learn sometime, don't we? I finally got tired of spending my hard-won skills straightening noses and firming up chins. Turns out Byzantines are more concerned with having square shoulders and a good profile than, well, anything else.
So why did you leave?
The real question is, why didn't I leave sooner? There's all these invisible rules, and everyone spends all their energy just trying not to break them.
What do you mean?
I was a top-tier surgeon, but I could hardly open a pack of gauze without 10 people signing off first.
That would drive me crazy.
Now you see why I left.
One of the reasons.
People call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon, but really, it's just paste.
You've got a lot of analogies, Ellie.
Everything's polish and bureaucracy. Take a close look and you'll see it's deader than anywhere else in the colony.
Yeah, I figured it's going to be full of stuffy aristos and bureaucrats and, you know, the high and mighty. But I'm kind of prepared for that. I'm sure I could weasel my way into that kind of lifestyle.
That's what I've been saying.
I'm sure I can at least, like, I'm supposed to be extremely I'm an extremely good people person and can read people. I'm sure there's a way I can wrangle myself into seeming invisible in that society. You have something to say about chasing down the dimethyl sulfoxide.
I sure hope you negotiated for a raise with this Phineas guy.
I don't believe he's paying me. Why do you... This isn't about money.
Uh-huh. Sure.
For him, not for me.
Everybody's got an angle. I'm just wondering what yours is.
I've got family. Hang on, I already said I've got family on the Hope. I want to wake him up. That should be a line. Phineas rescued me from the Hope. Least I can do is help him see this through.
That's one way of looking at it. Another is that he pulled you out of hibernation without your say-so and got you to do his dirty work. Besides, none of this is your mess, so why go dirtying your hands with it?
Really, I've got family on the Hope. I thought I'd established this. I want to get them back. That's kind of where that's kind of where my role plays at, is that I've got... If Halcyon goes down, we all do. I'll do what I can to fix it. But I'm not interested in fixing Halcyon. I want to wake up the people on the Hoth for my own, for you know, connections. If Halcyon goes down, I guess this is the most accurate one.
Guess I hadn't looked at it that way. Still, Phineas isn't your only option.
Then what is?
The board's put a bounty on his head, and they've got more than enough bits to pay it. I've got no love for the corporations, but they know how to take care of their people. The ones at the top, anyway.
I'm not going to become some corporate lackey.
Don't think of it as being a lackey. Think of it as doing a job and getting paid really, really well. I know you want to save the day, but don't forget to look after yourself. No one else out here's going to.
Thanks for the advice.
Don't mention it. Just speaking from experience. Anything else?
Never mind. Let's go. Alright, you're coming with to Byzantium because I need a guide. And Pavati's coming with because she's got something to do there, picking up the clothes. And I can only have 2 people, so I think it's Ellie and Pavati. But I've established that my main reason for wanting to rescue the people in Hope is because I've got family there. I've got some relations on board that I want to save. That should be my primary motive. Just for clarification, in terms of... I've already established that in terms of how I'm approaching this, that is my, not money, but the desire to help those who were left behind on the Hope. Just the people. I've got family, probably friends. Sort of affection. Higher things, as it were. Anyway, that's why I want to get them off the Hope. Not because I'm interested, not because I believe Phineas will save Halcyon. I have no idea whether he's capable of doing that, or whether anyone on the Hope is capable of doing that. But I want them to wake up. He's the only way we'll wake up the people on the Hope. Ellie, Sam can stop, and Pavati can come.